Okay, so we are ready to put in the customized pedal box with the clutch master. I have my refurbished brake booster all ready to go. So let me show you how this is going to work. Gosh, I should have done this on the bench, but basically this is the unit here. So you can see I cut out the top, or a piece of the top of the pedal box, just enough so I can slide this clutch master right in the middle. Now it's at an angle, but this thing also sits up at an angle, so it's still dropped about 2 degrees from level, but I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I can also angle this cap here. I can angle it out a little bit so it won't leak or anything like that. Yeah, it's all ready to go. I did have to modify the pedal. I had it in and I realized I actually wasn't getting enough throw because this is a pretty big, a 0.75 master, because it has to match the slave throwout bearing that's inside the transmission bell housing. So unfortunately the pedal as it wasn't allowing a full throw, so there's no way I can solve that. I would have to do a big modification to the pedal box to make it work. So instead I went ahead and cut it and then re-welded it, and I shortened it. So basically I bent it out a little bit. So it's gives me a little extra throw. It's okay. I mean, I'm not gonna go nuts on the welds. It's welded, it's good. I painted it, it looks fine to me. And doesn't look too strange. We'll have to see how it looks when it's in the car. Hopefully it's not sitting too much higher than the brake pedal. If it is, then I'll have to make some adjustments maybe to the brake pedal so it comes out further a little bit. But yeah, I'm about to put it in, and I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. I do have the clutch master cylinder that's attached to the pedal box installed. I went ahead and did some more welding on the pedal mechanism here for the clutch. I had to had to reposition the pedal a little bit to make it parallel, so my brake and my clutch were actually close enough to not just so out of whack it would be really hard to drive it. So I mean, I had to cut here and readjust, had to cut behind the pedal here and readjust it and bring it up. Anyway, but yeah, it's so far so good. This really was working. I was just sort of making certain that I had the pedals where I wanted them to be. The foot position felt right or looked right. And yeah, but it's, you know, all the signs are there that this is good to go. Okay, here we are. So we have the pedal box installed, or at least close enough. It's just about where it needs to be. All of the firewall bolts are attached. Yeah, I just have it. It's about as high as it needs to. You can kind of see the actuator in there moving around when I press it. The clutch, this pedal is a little bit higher than the brake. It looks like it is more so in the video. It's probably about 1/4 of an inch higher. I don't know, it's weird. It's like the angle makes it look higher, but I think we're okay. We're close enough where I think it's not going to be a problem. So it's really wild how far apart these pedals are. I guess this was my opportunity, if I wanted to actually move them closer together. Having my clutch and my brake further apart are okay. Having my brake and my fuel pedal close together is actually ideal for me. So they could be a little bit closer. So if my feet are here, clutch out and brake, this is a little awkward. I'd rather be like here, but this distance here between the clutch and the brake is perfect. I mean, it's, you know, it's the other foot, right? So, but still, this is good. It gives me plenty of room. So I may play with this space here, see if I can figure out a way to bring these pedals together. But yeah, this is really good. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's looking good. More to come. All right, so it's a little loud. However, I finally figured out what's going on with the clutch. I actually, I'm overthrowing the slave throwout bearing combination. I thought I was not moving the slave enough, but apparently I'm moving it too much. So what I did was, if I'm at about, look at my pedal, about there, and I shift, I can shift it in the gear. out issue. And first, we'll let it out. And then take it out. What I'm finding was if I go too far, then I'm overshooting it. I don't know why it's doing that. I thought I had measured, but apparently I didn't. So what I'm going to do is I have to figure out the actual throw, the safe throw to put the car into gear, and I'll measure that distance by the press. That's too much. That's about right there. And then what I'll do is I'll put a stopper behind behind the pedal bar, or the pedal itself. It's crazy because it's not that much throw. I mean, that's too much. I can literally hear that. I think the fingers are rubbing the flywheel. Right there is about as far as I can go. So, anyway, well, I'm going to measure it and see where I have to get to. Okay, so what I did was I put a stopper there. That should keep it at the right angle. Well, I got better throw now. Just going through all the gears. First gear, let it out. Second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear. So the wheels are spinning in the back. So it's time to see if I can literally move this thing on its own power. We're gonna see how far I can get. So fingers crossed. Well, where do I start? The car runs and it kind of steers and it kind of goes, but some really obvious things. One, clutch is slipping like mad, really bad. Yeah, I gotta figure that whole thing out, but it's slipping extremely bad. Now I do have the rev limiter set. I totally forgot that it was set to like really some low number because I was doing some testing on the ECU. So of course I really couldn't rev it past 2,500, but even so, I cannot, it never felt like the clutch was fully grabbing, which is interesting. That means that it's engaging and not disengaging. Actually, it never feels like it fully engages, which is really strange. So it could be that, you know, my master is actually has a little constant pressure that I'm not tracking. I don't know how to figure it out. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Outside of that, nothing major in the clutch. I'll get some chatter here and there, which I thought was actually a good sign. I thought the chatter meant that it was disengaging the throwout. A lot of fuel smell. Could be my exhaust, but I'm smelling some raw fuel. I'll have to go figure that out. Yeah, not the best first drive. I got about, actually I could have gone the whole block around. I was just worried when it wasn't fully engaging that I wasn't going to have a lot of, I might get stuck if the clutch just suddenly gave out. The ride feels great. I mean, it feels really good to be in a car that doesn't have like a crazy suspension. It actually feels quite nice, but yeah, some things to work out. Got to work out this clutch situation and see why it's not engaging. I may just end up taking the pedal box out and check that maybe it's just constantly engaged just a little bit. I don't know. Okay, that's it for now. Hey folks, so I just thought I'd give you an update. I just don't have a lot of video footage of how everything turned out with the clutch on the car. So as I had suspected, it was a problem with the clutch. I ended up reaching out to K-Power Industries. These are the guys that create the kit that I use for the flywheel, and they actually told me I was just simply using the wrong clutch. It wasn't one that they recommended. Technically didn't say not to use any of the street performance clutches for the Miata and the transmission I used, but anyway, so I uncovered the proper one to use. I installed it and it works flawlessly. Fortunately, I don't have any video covering that, so I just want to give you guys an update because I didn't want to leave this video hanging. Yeah, the car runs and the clutch is working great. I have a lot of really good content that I'm getting to. A lot of things happened in my life in the last, I don't know, 8 or 9 months. So I had to put things on hold. That said, the car has come a long way. So I have a lot of really cool things to share about the car. So I'm excited. More videos coming, I promise you. I do want to try and do them in sequence as best I can. So not to get ahead of myself, but at this point, the car is doing really, really well. So I'm excited. I can't wait to share it all with you guys. I'll talk to you soon.